Andy, I want to throw this to you actually. So you built like I think a company over what 13 years, right? You ran Bonobos and then you sold it to Walmart. And I think there you had an opportunity not only to work with the CEO of Walmart, which is the biggest company in the world, right, and by some measures, but also with Marc Lore, who's a sort of a great internet and commerce entrepreneur. What did you learn that you were doing wrong as a CEO, or that you could have improved? Let's try to be a little bit more positive here, culturally and managerially, that once you went into like a huge company.
Yeah, my answer to that will be ironic, I think, which is talk too much. So the thing I found most humbling about being in a meeting with Doug McMillon, who's the CEO of Walmart, he was promoted to CEO at the age of 46, started the company when he was 17. Picture someone that wins a promotion tournament from an employee base of 2.4 million people. Walmart is the third largest organization on the planet after the Chinese military and the US military. He's so talented. I would follow him anywhere. And one of the things I love about him is he only asks questions at meetings until the last 3 minutes. And I talked to him about it. I was like, "Do you have a rule?" And he's like, "Yeah," which is basically like only ask questions. Because, CEO of a $500 billion revenue company, like you have a fair amount of authority. But I wish I appreciated as a founder and CEO that you're kind of either a benevolent or a malevolent despot, right? You don't have a majority investor. You've hired everyone. You've built the board. You're kind of a tyrant in terms of your authority. And so what you should do is not wield it as much as possible. And then I spent time with Marc Lore, now the owner of the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Minnesota Lynx. He's a founder of Jet.com. Most recently, now he's building something called Wonder, which I think has a chance of being the biggest food company in the US in a decade. Marc sold Jet.com to Walmart for $3 billion, 16 months after launch. And Walmart was somewhat goaded, or whatever the word is in the press, for doing that deal. And then the share price of Walmart doubled over the next 5 years because Doug's genius was, let's bring in a team that is a renegade business unit that can disrupt our core, which is to say Walmart had been losing to Amazon for 20 years. And so the solution became, maybe we can't do this out of Bentonville. Maybe we need to import a bunch of renegades. And Marc led that. And so I thought, oh, cool. I work for this brash entrepreneur. Now I'm going to get to see a different thing in action. And guess what I saw? Only ask questions in meetings. Never spoke till the very end. And I was like, oh my God, I've been getting leadership wrong the whole time. I thought it was to persuade when in fact it's to inquire.